What's going on, guys? It's the Lone Courier here, and I am here to talk to you guys about Black Ops 3 DLC. Now, I'm here to talk to you guys about the Awakening DLC pack. Now, straight off the bat, I'm going to say, don't think this is me being salty because I'm an Xbox player, and Xbox obviously are going to have to wait a month to get the DLC first. Well, to get the DLC now, because, you know, the agreement is shifted, and it's PS4 that are now getting the exclusivity or early access for DLC. You know, it's not Xbox anymore, and you know, so we're getting the opposite end of what we got last year, or for the last 5 years. And don't think this is me complaining because I'm not getting the DLC first. I am not complaining about that. I am not bothered about it at all. You know, I can still play the base maps that came with the game. In my opinion, they're okay. I can still play them for another month. You know, I'm not too bothered. There's a lot of other games that I play right now. There's a lot of DLC coming out just right now. You know, for games like Star Wars Battlefront, Rainbow Six Siege. You know, there's all these other games that are now getting DLC rolled out. And then there's obviously the hype for Fallout 4 DLC. So, you know, I really couldn't give a shit about Black Ops 3 DLC right now. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, is Black Ops 3 DLC has not impressed me thus far. I have watched plenty of gameplay, and I'm talking about the multiplayer maps right here. I am not talking about the zombies map. Der Eisendrache looks good. I haven't watched many videos on it because I prefer to just not watch any videos until I have the map myself, because, you know, the first time playing it, effect is kind of wasted when you've watched quite a few gameplays on it, because obviously the first time you play anything it feels a bit more special than the other times. You know, like the first time you play a campaign, it's way better than the other times you'll play a campaign, and that's why I prefer to just play things first myself. So I haven't watched much Der Eisendrache footage other than like some, you know, like highlights and whatnot. So yeah, DLC though, it seems that it's got really lazy for this year. And one thing in particular that I want to talk about is the state of the map Skyjacked. Now, Skyjacked is like a fucking abomination, the state or the condition that it's in right now. I don't know if it's been fixed, but you know, the out of map glitches, the fucking weird camera effects, well, not weird camera effects, but you know how your screen will fuck up when you knee slide past a certain area of the map. It just feels like Treark didn't put as much effort into it, or maybe they had to like push the access, well, the launch, and it feels like the map Skyjacked wasn't quite ready to be released. You know, it doesn't feel like this is in you know, like public release condition. You know, it doesn't feel like this should be launched in this state, because some of the things that I've seen so far, they're ridiculous. You know, I didn't even see this kind of shit in Ghosts or Advanced Warfare. You know, like when this game came out, fair enough, there was some out of map exploits in some certain maps, but there wasn't as many as there is in this map. You know, like all the stupid spots that you can get out of the map. Also, with the wall running, you can get out of the map and you can pretty much take another route. I don't know if that was deliberate. It seems so because you can wall run there, but it just kind of feels a bit stupid that there's like a third lane in there. Well, yeah, third lane. You know how there's the main area and there's the other one that was always there to the right or to the left if you're on the opposite spawn. You know how that's the walkway that's got the blown out bit now. And there's also the other wall on the opposite end that had the little, like the little room. That's got a wall run on the other side of it now. And I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but you know, there's all the stupid out-of-map exploits where you can probably just jump out and get like 1,000,000 kills, drop a couple of nuclears, and fuck up everybody's day. You know, just shitty, scummy things like that. And it just kind of feels like they had to rush this DLC out. I mean, this did get pushed back a couple of weeks later than what the previous DLC had been released. Like Advanced Warfare and Ghost's first DLC. I remember Advanced Warfare's first DLC, Havoc. That was released on January the 22nd or 21st. It's one of those days. It was between the 20th and the 25th, I remember that at least. That released in an okay condition. From what I remember, there was a couple of out-of-map exploits on Exo Zombies. In fact, there was a lot of them on Exo Zombies. Exo Zombies, you know, it got off to a bit of a rocky start. It wasn't my favourite game mode ever, I'm not gonna lie. But the multiplayer maps, they all released in fairly good condition, you know. A lot of the maps worked well, a lot of the spawns worked well, apart from the map Sideshow, which had one utterly terrible spawn, but there's no way you could fix that because that was just one of the spawns designed into the map. It was just terrible map, it was just terrible spawn choosing. Because most of the time you'd be spawning into like bombing runs and whatnot. But this map, well, this DLC map pack seems to have released in way worse a condition than what Havoc from Advanced Warfare or Ghost First DLC did. And, you know, for the game that was claimed to be the greatest Call of Duty for the last 3 years, the DLC doesn't seem to be getting off to a very good start. You know, there's a lot of things that we all thought would come with this DLC. A lot of us thought there may have been a new specialist. A lot of us thought there was going to be a new weapon with it. Well, we were obviously wrong. It's not a new specialist or a new weapon, as per usual. Activision are being like super tight-fisted with this. And I'm assuming they're going to make us pay for it separately. That won't probably be included with the map packs. Because you know what Activision are like. They released a whole shit ton of guns for Advanced Warfare and they didn't even include it. Access to those for Season Pass users, which I felt fucked out of that for Advanced Warfare. And I don't even know why I bought the Season Pass for this game, like honestly. Because from what I've seen from the DLC so far, it doesn't seem very good. You know, the maps just kind of seem very meh. You know, they don't seem spectacular. And I'm not going to say that compared to the base or vanilla maps that they look amazing or shit. Because in my opinion, the vanilla maps of this game were pretty shit. There was none that were truly spectacular. None of them were really good. There may have been one or two good maps, you know. But, you know, they got overplayed ridiculous amounts. Like Combine, it was good at first. It got ridiculously overplayed and it's fucking terrible now. There's a couple other maps that I like just because I've had playtime from the beta on them, like Evac. I quite like Evac, and I like Hunted as well, but those were in the betas, so obviously you're going to have some natural like preference towards those maps. But the maps in the DLC, they aren't impressing me so far. I mean, like fucking Splash, dude, come on. I get what they're trying to do, I get they're trying to push some more colourful vibes on Call of Duty, but come on dude, this game is an M for Mature rating, or it's an 18 rated game. Do these players really want a water park as a map? You know, and then you get all the Activision mouthpiece YouTube channels, like, you know who they are. I'm not even going to name them because everybody knows who they are at this point. They're like, oh my god, maybe we can use slide down the water slide. It's like, dude, come on, are you fucking seriously excited for that from a Call of Duty game? You know, like a game where it's always got the M for Mature rating. In this game you can actually gib people, you can blow off people's limbs. It's probably got one of the most mature focuses on content ever before. You know, like a lot more of the content in this game is more focused on being mature and manly and for adults and grown-ups and big kids, you know. And then they just go, yeah, we're just going to release Water Park as one of the maps in the first DLC pack. Like, fuck off. I really don't want to play a fucking water park. Come on, it's Call of Duty. I'd expect something a little bit better than this. I mean, the map fucking... I can't remember the map, but the paintball range from Black Ops 2 felt really gimmicky at the time. But the water park? Like, seriously? What the fuck? Like, who actually wants to play a water park? It's stupid. And you've got the other maps that just look utterly shit. You've got Rise, looks garbage. I've seen gameplay from it. It doesn't look spectacular. It looks ridiculously boring. And then you've got the Gauntlet map, which doesn't look very good either. I mean, the only reason why some people like it is because it's got 3 scenarios all crammed into one map. You know, it's like a jungle area, and it's like an urban area, and then snowy area. I mean, that's nothing spectacular. I mean, it doesn't really impress me that much. It's like, wow, you've managed to add in 3 different areas into one map. Wow, that's never been done in Call of Duty before. Hats off to you, Treark. You've really changed the game right here, eh? The maps are terrible. I'm going to straight up say that. They look shit. I haven't played on them, so I guess I can't really say too much. But in terms of how they look and how they appeal to me, they don't appeal to me whatsoever. They just look terrible. And I am kind of kicking myself for buying the DLC Season Pass for this game. Because, you know, it isn't getting off to a good start. And that's a shame. Because by this point, Advanced Warfare, the DLC, had impressed me. The DLC for Advanced Warfare was pretty good. The first DLC map pack was really good, in fact. You had 4 solid maps. Not every single one of them was amazing, but they were solid. That was it. That's all they needed to be. You had Sideshow, which was without a doubt one of my most favourite maps out of any Call of Duty game for over the last 4 years. And then you had Urban, which was a really, really good map that provided the most tense and just fast-paced domination matches ever, which is how I liked it for Advanced Warfare. And then you had a couple of other maps that have slipped my mind right now because I haven't played Advanced Warfare in so long. I can vaguely remember them, and from what I remember from them, they were good maps. Yeah, there was one other, Core I think it was. That was a good map. Not too sure what the other one was. I remember it was a good map though. But yeah, the DLC in Advanced Warfare had already impressed me by this point, and it hasn't for Black Ops 3. Like, you know, you can see they've tried hard for it. You can see they've tried hard to impress people, but they don't. They just really don't appeal to me whatsoever. But yeah, guys, by this time next month, I will have probably had to be able to have played the DLC by this point. You know, whenever it releases for Xbox One, I will put up a video talking about my opinions on it, and I will say what my opinions on it are after I've had some solid playtime on it. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been a Lone Courier, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, peace.